Three, two, one. Hello.
Hello, and welcome to A Voice of Generation X with Andrea Lambert and Alicia Pulver. And it looks like we have Madison here too today. And we are going to be talking about LGBTQIA issues, especially one that affects both of us as bisexual women, which is.
And also, it's not just LGBTQ, can I mention? It's also the stereotypes of gender class, especially nowadays, what are put upon which media expects.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was gonna.
Well,
One thing that came up between we were talking a little earlier was when you're a bisexual woman and say you've been dating women, or for me, I have two former wives. The first is well, we'll just skip that. Anyway, but
Well,
right now my boyfriend, but that doesn't make
I'm
sense.
gonna dive into how I grabbed Andrea before her date tonight.
Yeah.
So I just got done doing. I know that you guys all think that I know how to do my hair this perfectly, like 1940s. I don't. It's Fashion Week. Thank you very much. And something that was interesting brought to my shoulders was from a gay male. But because, okay, so short story long was beyond this. If I am not actively dating a female, or if my best friend who is a female is not actively dating a female and or a trans, then we're not actively being a part of the movement. And I was like, wait, hold up.
Yeah,
Do we
hold
have
up,
to?
because I
I
think
was
you
like,
might hold on.
I know they
Okay,
just
you gotta slow me
redid
down
Roe
with
v.
that.
Wade, but do we have to redo like gay rights? Like,
It's
can
like
we
a
not just?
performative pride. You just
We
have to
need
say like
we
I'm
need the
not.
most support that we could possibly get, and it looks different in every single corridor. Like, yes,
Yeah.
I've had my days. Okay,
I
let's
mean,
just put
I
it like.
had my wives, and they were lovely people for the most
I
part.
mean, I've never had a wife. I've never been like. Okay, so I. By the way, we'll do that'll be a one-on-one for another time.
Yeah,
But
that's for another
isn't it?
time because
Isn't
the
it
whole
more
story of my
important?
past life.
This is my question, and I would like answers to this.
Issues.
Isn't it more important to have a more diversified, like, amount of people beyond behind the force saying, like,
Right.
no, they're humans, they deserve to have their rights? Because
Right.
I've always believed what happens in your bedroom belongs in your bedroom, none of my business.
Mm.
And also, you should have the right if it makes you well, okay, there's two things that I'm against: bestiality and anything that's pedophilia and or taking advantage of elderly.
Right. Right. So like those things people are not. What I wanted to talk about was how the queer.
Well, no, because I'm saying it should be anyone, because sometimes people have more than one wife
Oh, true. Yeah,
or
like
more than one husband.
polygamy and polyamory are. I mean, I'm fine with them. I don't really care what other people do.
I mean, that's what I was trying to say. I'm open to
That
all of that just because
that's
it's not in my
that's
lifestyle.
not
But
my
just
concern.
because I'm not participating in it, can I not be
Right.
someone who speaks upon it as pro?
Right, right. And also, like, if you've dabbled, like I have been polyamorous in the past, and I participated in various shenanigans, which, hey, we're good shenanigans. So I feel like I did
And
get
by
to
the way,
say,
we're not,
can I speak
when we
on
laugh,
polyamory? But
we're
I
not.
thought I can speak on it.
And by the way, can I just make sure to make, like, we're not making light of anything when we
No, we're.
giggle. It's more of like it's a lovely time, but it's hard to put into words because it also makes us a bit embarrassed because whenever, like, you want me to like go ahead and look you down and be like, "Did you orgasm today?" And like, are you not gonna like giggle a little bit? Yes, you probably are. I'm sorry, you are.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna giggle and
I
laugh.
mean,
Maybe a little later, but not yet. We're squeezing this in before my
like,
boyfriend
and like
gets home.
if that's the meanest question you got today, did you come today?
That is not a mean question. That is actually just a funny question, and not yet, but hopefully later.
Well, I'll be happening soon. So basically, it comes from this. I need to know, me personally, and by the way, Andrea's going to need to know this too.
Yes.
What makes people offended to where am I? Do I have to be a certain amount of gay to be able to speak on a certain like right?
Yeah,
Or do
that's
you
a
guys?
tough. That's a tough
I
issue,
mean,
and a lot of people have really different opinions on it and really strong
and by the way,
opinions on what.
I do not believe that I should be on a panel speaking about like certain like trans rights and whatnot. Like,
Mm. Yeah, because that's not
but
like a real house so much.
for me to be giving positive clout towards a movement that needs more positive clout, is that not good?
I think it's it's a good thing. I mean, I definitely still count myself as a member of the LGBT.
And like, by the way, I'm always
queer
open to
person.
like
Like
if
I'm
you
still
guys
a
just want
queer
me to if
person
you want
for
me to
you
shut
know
my
reasons
mouth,
I can't really
I
talk
will
about.
shut my mouth. Like literally, I will shut my mouth and be like, okay, you know what? Obviously, you guys, if you have an organized movement that like you do not want me to be speaking upon, like that's what I felt today, and that made me feel really horrible
Yeah.
because I didn't think that it was like us versus them. I thought that it was completely just humanizing the entire factoid of like this is the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like us and them. It's like this is your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your cousins, your everyone. Like
Right.
they're just now given a platform.
Yeah.
And like I don't I don't see why it's my position to say that I'm any more or any less than any of you, because if they beat I've seen the things that have happened. I've seen the bullying, and that should not exist anymore. And if I can do something to help that out, that's why I'm here. I'm not here to like take away your voice.
Right, right. I agree with that. You're not here to take away anyone's voice. You're here to like support and applaud and listen to. And I mean, maybe they pick whoever they pick to be on the stage, but you know, I'm still going to be listening and like paying attention. Oops, and not to
Yeah,
take my
and
head off
like,
the source.
and the one thing is that like I get very interesting opinions too. Like
Yeah, vegan.
not only from Los Angeles, from Europe, and also like I've got family in like Northeast Idaho and stuff like
Oh,
that. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
like
right
down
now
here in the
I'm having.
sticks in Reno, where it's like, are there gay people? They must be
I mean,
there.
I'm actually
Like,
having to go
so
through
with my
a
thoughts.
family member of mine who just abruptly stopped Depakote,
Oh yeah, yeah. Family worries, a big one. Yeah,
and I don't even know how to approach that because he's so young, and
right. It's
I didn't
so
even know he
hard.
was under it.
Yeah, I was on Depakote
I
for
mean, it's
years when I was in the '90s, when I was younger too, and it was like, it's a strong medication. I mean, it does the trick. It definitely is a really good mood regulator.
and well, from my research, it was that lithium, for instance, lithium you have to take a blood test,
Yeah, lithium you need regular
but
blood tests.
Depakote,
Yeah,
what can
Depakote
Depakote
makes you
do to
gain a
somebody?
lot of weight. Depakote, you don't need the regular blood testing, as far as I recall, and you don't gain all the weight, but you do get the the positive effects of the medication, where like you feel better, your mood's more balanced, you're not freaking out, you
Okay,
know,
the only thing he really gained from it that he said is that he became numb and gained a ton of weight.
it might cause those. I don't remember gaining a ton of weight, but also
But then again, I've heard it's never good with any medication to abruptly stop
you
unless you're
should
having
never just
anaphylactics,
stop. Yeah, unless it's like last resort, you just ran out and you can't get to the pharmacy to get refill.
which by the way, like I'm that like one percentage to where like
Yeah.
I get anaphylactic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't get anaphylactic, but I have had some nasty withdrawals.
Yeah, but like
Bad
but then again,
planning,
I
you
think
know. I forget I had my meds. I forget I'm running out of meds, and then I reach in and I'm like, oh, I have no more of this one left. I guess we're going cold turkey tonight. Oh,
so I think that one of the most important things should be to bring up this is that just like the LGBTQ movement, there still needs to be a very, very, we're not talking QAnon. Q needs to be very, very large of a question. We don't know how to build our way around this.
so would
Like,
you say that you consider yourself within Q or within?
I no, I'm questioning how I even approach this movement. Am I even a
So yeah,
part of it?
you're
Am I
part of
not enough a
it.
part of it? Like, because like I've been bisexual, but does that not make me enough a part of it? Because I'm like into guys. Like, I don't know, and
Hmm.
so I'm still questioning. And then also I'm
Yeah.
questioning how can I best support this movement because I have legitimate like loved ones in my life who are hardcore needing me to speak on their behalf because they don't want to have a voice.
Mhm.
They're afraid of being beaten in the street.
Oh my
By the way, I've already been beaten in the street, so I'm down with it. I'm not actually that was kind of a joke, but on a very, very rough exterior,
god.
you know?
Yeah.
No, but like I'm already used to
Hmm.
the public scrutiny
Yeah, you've
to
been
where it's not like I
vulnerable.
can't take that upon me. I mean, I would like to know a little bit more insight, not to you guys just throwing me into the ringer if you don't think that I support you well.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
like I've been crying so much my eyes like
oh,
it looks like I'm the Catwoman. Like I'm so puffy right now. It's very
oh,
sad.
I'm so Right.
But I mean, within all of this, like, if we can actually get some, this is the first time we need to have feedback on this
That would be
because I
great.
don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I always leave the comment section open, but actually, wait. Now that we've switched to YouTube, I'll have to check up on that again. Because Spotify dumped our podcast. Banned, dumped,
Oh,
censored.
I had not known. Thank God it did because there's reasons why it did.
I imagine there's reasons. Yeah, they weren't explicitly explained to me, but they were. But I think they're.
No, there's a lawsuit I'm involved in.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I figured it was related to something like that, and I was like, yeah,
I
we'll
mentioned it
just
to
put it
you
on YouTube.
briefly, and I don't think you understood it. So
What? Should
I
this be
had
on air or
mentioned
is
to
it
you
stuff?
briefly, but so anyways, there's a reason to why we can't be on certain broadcasts right now. I'm involved in I have an NDA, meaning a non-disclosure agreement,
Mm,
that I can't discuss anything with the lawsuit. So she
mm.
can talk about them off label. I would like her not to, just for my own safety and security.
Yeah, I don't talk about other people's business, so like I'm not going to talk about Alicia's business to other people. Absolutely not.
Anyways, if you guys can please, if you want, you can shoot an email over to either me at Alicia Pulver 1986 at iCloud and or
Oh, Andrea Karen Lambert at Gmail. That's Karyn. Don't ask me why the Y. But that's my email if you have questions or whatever else. Yeah, and I think since we're
and also if
close.
one
Go
of you
ahead.
guys would like to participate in on the podcast.
Oh yeah, because we are looking for guests, and we sometimes have them and sometimes don't. But it would be great to have some new people. And so I think we're going to close now. It looks like we're running out of time, but thank you for joining
Yeah.
us, and we'll be back again
Thank you,
next
thank
week.
you.
Okay, bye bye.